Hey guys, it's a Swisher family homestead, other known as the Swisher family farm. And I'm Justin.
I'm Amy.
And we're here to talk about the coronavirus. Now, we're not experts. We don't claim to be experts. I'm not a doctor. She's not a doctor. This is just our opinion on what's going on. All right? So we're going to start out with this. We're watching a lot of the news reports with Trump and with the situation going on with the coronavirus. And you know, I think one of the things that you're seeing a lot of right now with a lot of people passing, which is very unfortunate that this had to happen and innocent lives are being taken for a reason beyond our knowledge. We don't know what's really going on with the government. We don't really know what's going on with other countries. There's all kinds of conspiracy theories out there that China did this to get the U.S. into a bad economy, and you know, Russia might have had a part. All this stuff that they come up with that they think it is. We'll never know. They'll never tell us the truth. They don't want mass panic and people going crazy.
Anarchy.
But yeah, anarchy, total anarchy in the U.S. and we don't want that either. So you know, luckily we're out in the woods, and where we're at, I think the total of count of people having it is how many?
As of yesterday, the county that we live in had 2 cases, and that's it. Two
cases. That's it, and they're quarantined.
Yeah.
So you know, we're safer than a lot of you are, and you know, I really feel bad for you.
Areas.
Yeah, in the metropolitan areas, we really feel for you guys. It has to be hard. The kids has to be hard on the kids. Well, our theory, or my theory at least, on the basis of why they're having such a problem combating it, is because, you know, us being city folk and leaving the concrete jungle and moving out to the country, I have seen and been at the doctor's office and heard a lot of people get prescribed antibiotics all the time. It's like a nonstop thing. Oh, I got a cough, here's an antibiotic. Oh, I think I got a cold, here's an antibiotic. Now, some of these people can call up their doctor and say, look, I'm not feeling well. Oh, I'll prescribe you an antibiotic. Well, my opinion is that you don't have enough antibodies built up in your body to fight the cold.
Simple cold.
The simple cold, because you're always running to an antibiotic to treat yourself.
Your body has its own defense mechanism. It creates antibodies. It creates your white blood cells increase, and that's what fights disease when you get it. That's why oftentimes when you have a virus, people will go in and request antibiotics from their physician, and their physician sometimes will tell them no, and sometimes will write them a prescription. A virus is not something that can be treated with antibiotics. A virus pretty much has to run its course. And
what I feel is that it's been overprescribed. And people have built up such a tolerance to this that when they do need it, when you really need it, it's not going to work for you. But when you need it real bad, and you're like me, I don't take pills. I'm not into pills. I'm not into any medicine whatsoever. When it comes down to doing my own stitches, I do my own stitch work on myself. You know, I don't believe in any of these medicines that they give you. And if you ever sit there and you watch the commercials, it's like, oh, well, it will extend your life. But at the very end, they tell you it can end it too.
Yeah. Sometimes the side effects are worse than the condition that you're taking the medicine for.
So you're rolling the dice to see if it's going to work or not. And if you ever notice, and this is no offense, I mean, I have one of the best doctors. She is phenomenal. She takes care of me. She cares about me. She cares about Amy.
She doesn't let him BS her.
And she takes the time for us.
Yeah.
But now you got some doctors that I call them doctor mills, which they'll just stack patient upon patient upon patient, and they run them through so fast, and not really getting the symptoms down pat of what it is. They're listening to what the patient has to say, and then they're saying, oh, here, I'll just prescribe you this. Here, I'll prescribe you this. Here, you can take this. You know, the reason why doctors are called practicing physicians, because you're the guinea pig, and they're practicing on you.
Yep.
And I'm not into that. I'm into, you know, letting my body fight everything itself. And then when I do need an antibiotic, which I did need one a couple of years ago, because I had a real bad case. I had walk-in pneumonia. and I took that medicine, and it worked. It worked perfectly. It was gone within 3 days. I took it through for the 5 days that I needed to take it, and I was 100%. So that just goes to show you, don't run to your doctor just because you have a sniffle. Wait a while, see what happens, because most of the time your body will fight it and you'll win. Now, you might be in bed for a couple of days, really feeling ill, really feeling down and out.
Yeah.
But hey, everybody goes through that, and it's better than, popping these pills.
Yeah.
And another thing, when you're sick, stay home. Don't go out to work. Don't give it to everybody, because you're just spreading it.
Yeah.
If I get sick in the homestead, I stay in the house, I stay in bed, I do as little as possible, because the sooner I heal, the better, or the quicker I get better, the quicker I can get back on the homestead to do some work. I mean, a lot of this is a basis of common sense, is it not, Ames?
Yeah. Back to your body's defense mechanisms. That's the other thing too. A lot of people, people get fevers, their kids get fevers. The first thing they do is give them Tylenol to bring the fever down. Unless your fever is over like 105, 106, then you definitely you need to be in the hospital. But if you have a low-grade fever, that's one of your body's defense mechanisms to help combat the illness. And so it's better not to take medicine to bring the fever down and let your fever come down naturally, because a lot of times heat will kill a virus. Heat will kill a bacteria. And so if your body is creating a fever, then that's what it's for. It's to help to kill the virus. And I know some of the studies that they've done so far say that the people that have taken acetaminophen is good, which is Tylenol, but people that have taken ibuprofen like Motrin or Advil, their symptoms have gotten worse. And part of the reason for that, I believe, and again, I'm not a medical professional, I haven't studied medicine, this is just my opinion, but I believe that it's because the ibuprofen is bringing down the fever, which was helping your body to combat the illness. So when you bring the fever down, the illness can spread faster. Or the virus can spread faster. And I think that's why Motrin or ibuprofen in general is making people sicker when they have COVID-19, because it's bringing their fever down and their body can't fight the illness itself.
Yeah, and we are doctors, so this is just our opinion on it. Another thing is too is that when I was a kid, and I come from a very poor family. I didn't come from a rich, predominant family. My family was very poor. And, a lot of times they didn't have the medicine for you. When I was a kid, they really didn't. I mean, the most you get was maybe an aspirin, if they were to give you anything. But a lot of times it was a cold towel they put on your head, and that was just to cool you down.
Yeah.
So you didn't feel as hot. You still had a fever, but it was to cool you down.
Yeah.
And
or a lot of lukewarm bath.
Yeah, lukewarm bath. A lot of times we got that. A lot of chicken soup. A lot of chicken stock, like bouillon in a coffee cup. We get that when we were sick. Tea, toast, and crackers. I mean, my grandmother, and this is kind of funny, my grandmother had a thing that she called her elixir, her cold elixir. And what it was honey and Scotch mix. And she'd shake it up in a canning jar, and she'd keep that underneath the sink. And when somebody got sick, now my grandmother wouldn't drink. She was a non-drinker. But this is something her family did that she had, that she knew worked, that she would give us. And what she would do is she would take a cup of tea, and she'd put a tablespoon of that in there, and it was one of the things that helped you with a sore throat, a cough. I mean, there's other things out there that you can do for yourself than popping all of these pills and all that. One, my stress level for restaurant business went from here to here, and it's absolutely phenomenal. I freak out a little bit. Don't get me wrong. I have my days. I do have my days, but it's the physical effect of it. The better you feel about yourself and the better that you feel, period, you know, it's healthy. When you're in negativity all the time and all this bad stuff's happening around you, and you get like people sitting there and they watch the news 24/7.
Yeah.
And all they hear about is bad stuff.
Yeah.
They can never say anything good on the news. Everything's got to be bad, traumatic. Everything's got impact.
Yeah.
I don't even care anymore. I used to be one of those watching the news all the time and being so, concerned about this and that and watching politics. And, now I'm out here. It's like I can give 2 points less about it. All I care about is working on my homestead, getting my garden done, spending quality time with my wife. I miss my kids. I love talking to my kids. And it's just, I'm healthy and happy out here.
Yep.
I mean, really, this was a life changer for us.
Yes, most
it
definitely.
really was.
Yeah.
And a lot of people thought we were nuts for doing it.
That's okay.
And what they don't realize is that we're the lucky ones.
Yeah.
Because they're sitting in the city now.
Yeah, and can't do anything.
Can't do
go
nothing.
anywhere.
They can't walk out and walk on 8 acres. Well, actually, can't walk within a mile radius and not see anybody and enjoy the peace and quiet, the fresh air, watch the birds and the squirrels and the animals do their thing. We would like to do a big shout out to our inspiration, the people that inspired us to do this.
Yeah.
One particular person, or particular couple, which was Doug and Stacy. I watched Doug and Stacy for about almost 2 years, and watched all their videos front to back. I even went back and watched some more, and I still keep watching some more because there's still stuff to learn. I sent Doug a message on Facebook one day, and I asked Doug a serious question, and I says, Doug, we're thinking about doing this. What do you think? And I gave him a little projection about how I was. And Doug says, just go out there and do it. Just do it. Don't think about it, just do it. And look at us now.
Yep.
We're doing
here
it.
we are.
We'd like to do some more shout outs to some of our favorites that we want you guys to go and watch and check out, because
and you may already be watching
you might already
if
be
you're
watching
watching us,
them,
you're probably watching them already.
That were really big inspiration is
Lumna Acres. They are a little family in they're up in New England somewhere.
Maryland. Wasn't it Maryland?
No, they're up in New England. They were in Massachusetts. Now I think they're in Connecticut or Vermont. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But it's a husband and wife, and I think she's an 11-year-old daughter, and they have a little farm, and they raise their own food. They grow their own food. They have chickens. They have pigs.
Yeah.
They
Chickens,
have goats.
pigs, goats, which we love.
We love
the goats.
We love to watch the goats.
And we love the chicken, the rooster.
Yeah.
You gotta love the rooster there.
Yeah.
The rooster's awesome. It's like you got these huge hens, and then you got
little
this little
rooster.
tiny rooster, and it's hilarious.
He's so funny.
They're awesome. I've actually sent him a message this week, and had told him how much we appreciated his videos, and how there's nothing. And we do this. This is our thing.
Yeah.
We wake up early in the morning.
And we watch
We get
them.
a cup of coffee and we sit and we watch them, and it's very,
Yeah.
it's very cool just to see. Now, they don't do a whole bunch of stuff like homesteaders like we do and stuff with clearing land and stuff. I mean, they do, but it's not.
Yeah, their stuff is pretty much set up.
Yeah, they're pretty much set up.
They're
They've been
just doing
this-
different projects and things around the homestead
I
every
think
day.
they've been doing their homestead now for like 15 years.
Yeah, so
yeah, they've
They're
had
set up.
time. They've had time to do it. We'd also like to give a big shout out to Self-Reliance, which is a man in Canada, up past Ontario, and he built a small cabin
by hand
with old school tools. If you ever have a chance to watch them
with an axe
with
and
an
a
axe,
hatchet. And he took all the bark off the trees that he used to build his cabin. I mean, everything that he has made, he has made by hand, the old school way. He hasn't used any power tools.
He has used chainsaws before.
He has?
Yeah,
I've
he's
not
used
seen him use chainsaws.
before. He doesn't do it often.
Yeah.
But when he has something that he needs to do, like cutting boards or something, he'll do it that way.
Okay.
But in the most part, it's all backwoods, out
Yeah.
in the middle of nowhere. You're talking bears. You're talking
Oh yeah.
wolves. You're talking, and there's video of him working on the homestead with a bear, and I mean the bear's not that far off from him.
Yeah.
You know, and the dog is unbelievable. They have
Yeah.
the golden retriever is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's just awesome. So if you're looking for something else, I definitely go watch him.
Mm-hmm.
He's inspirational about doing stuff old school.
Yeah.
And about how you can work with certain tools that you could actually build a homestead with.
Yeah.
That most people don't realize. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're so used to just grabbing the DeWalt saw or grabbing the screw
Yeah.
gun with a battery. No, he does the old turn with
Yeah.
a screw. I mean, it's amazing what he does.
Yeah.
So he's pretty cool character. And then of course we have
Also, like a couple that are in the Ozarks, they are Living Traditions, and they are also modern homesteaders. So they have electricity, they have running water, but they're being as self-sustainable as they can. They grow
Yeah.
their own food.
Yeah.
So they also have chickens, they have pigs, they have ducks, they have turkeys,
rabbits.
rabbits.
Like
They grow
goats?
rabbits for meat. No, they don't have goats. They sold their goats.
Yeah, but they had goats.
They had goats.
They got a cow.
They have a cow. They have a dairy cow. And so they get their milk from the dairy cow, and she makes their own butter, and cream and all
Yeah.
of that stuff from the milk. And so we like watching them because they're inspirational, because they do a lot of gardening videos, and we like that. And then, you know, Justin being a chef, we also like to watch her in the kitchen, because there are videos specifically about how she makes cheese and how she makes butter from the dairy cow.
Yeah, and how she does the best friggin' cornbread you'll ever have. If you want that recipe, you got to go there.
Yeah.
But I will honestly say that's probably one of the best cornbread recipes.
Yeah.
And it's not from the cornmeal you buy at the store. She grinds her own.
She grinds her own
Oh,
cornmeal.
it's amazing. It's
Yeah.
amazing. Now, last but not least,
Yep.
Justin
Rhodes.
Rhodes. Justin Rhodes.
Hmm.
Justin, if you're out there and you're watching this, man, you have the heart of gold
Hmm.
and the patience of a saint.
Oh, yeah.
Because you and your wife have so many children. I watch them just
they
run.
They have 4 kids between the ages of, what, 12 and 4?
Yeah, 12 and 4, I think it is. Yeah, 12, 4. Yeah, 12 and 4.
And their kids are so freaking cute. But they are like herding cats. They are all over the place. But you can tell the kids are really getting into the farming.
Yes, they're
Because
taking it in.
the 2 older boys, do they just have 1 daughter, or they have 2 daughters?
I have 1 daughter that I saw, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, they have 4
3
kids
boys.
then.
3 boys.
Yeah,
and
3
one
boys
daughter.
and a girl. But the 2 older boys, they are really they're wanting to do more and more on the homestead to
Yeah.
help out their dad. And you can tell that they're really into it, that they're really they really learn about it, and they're interested in it.
They're little farmers. I mean,
Yeah.
they're actually
Yeah.
they're
watched
so helpful
Yeah.
on their homestead, at their farm.
Yeah.
It's crazy and they know how to do it because the dad, Justin, has taken time
Yeah.
to teach them, and he is just such a relaxed,
Yeah.
laid back.
He's very, very patient
yes,
with
he's
them.
very patient with them.
And it is total chaos going on around him all the time. And he's still just so patient with them. And I'm going to be honest, I'm glad that we didn't come out here and do this with our kids, because
yeah. You'd find them all tied to a tree from
Yeah,
me.
somewhere. yeah, we don't have that kind of patience. And we love our kids, and
Yeah.
we had a great time growing up, and with them growing up, and but I could totally see the chaos. We have 3 girls and a boy, so it would have been. I don't think the girls would have been as into farming.
Well,
as
I think
his kids are. What?
I think the one daughter would have been. Well, I think both daughters the same age would have been into it. The older one, I don't think so, and the boys, I don't think so. But our son is going to be coming here in a couple of months, depending on what this.
It depends on what happens
with the schools. But he'll be here with us for the summer, learning how to do the homestead, and I really want to teach him. I am so inspired to teach him, and that's one of the points of bringing up Justin. You know, by watching Justin and watching his mannerisms and watching, you know, that guy's got everything timed for this, and I've got a half hour to do this, and 45 minutes to do this, and then I eat breakfast, and then I got to edit the video, and then I got to do this, and I mean, let me tell you,
he's very. It looks like total chaos, but it's very disciplined. And,
it is.
I mean,
it is.
It's amazing to watch.
And the
watch
kids,
what they do.
The kids are so happy.
Yeah.
It's not like, you know, it's not all sugar and cream. I mean, it's not.
Yeah.
I'm sure they have their days, like everybody else with kids does.
Yeah.
But for the most part, they're a family that's a true American family that's out there, and it's just amazing. It's just amazing. They're kind-hearted, good people. And it's like, you know, we watch certain homesteads right now because the homestead, man, the chickens are going crazy in there.
I hear them in there.
Yeah, little chicks we got in there. Well, they're not little anymore. They're about this big. But anyways, so we just like to give a shout out to these people who inspired us and, you know, wanted us to do this healthy living, and we wanted to share it with you.
Yeah.
You know, it's a personal part of our life of what we are appreciative for, and, you know, God gave us this land. He apparently wanted us to be here because we're here now.
Yep.
So in God's will, we want to treat this land like God would treat it, and not disrespect it, and not disrespect the wildlife. Unfortunately, trees got to go, but in place of the trees, there will be other seedlings of trees.
Yeah.
I mean, we just love it out here. So at that point, guys, look, don't forget, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and hey, you're on the road with us. You're going to get to see us do everything. So at that point, we'd like to say God bless you guys, and thanks for watching the Swisher Family Farm.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.